Consciousness. It is something that rises out of the brain, a trick of the mind, or the very weave of the world. Today we'll walk through three bold and striking views from modern science: Tononi, Penrose-Hameroff, and Faggin. Three paths, three ways of seeing, three tries to tell why inside us there is something that feels, that knows, that is. We start with Giulio Tononi. His idea is the integrated information theory. The thought is plain but daring. Consciousness is built from tied up bits of information. Picture the brain as a web of billions of points. What counts is not only how much each point handles, but how much the whole weave cannot be split apart. This bond is scored by a mark, the Greek letter phi. The higher the phi, the stronger the light of mind. Here lies the shock. Mind does not rest on what thing does, but on how it is knit inside. In theory, even a machine, if wired with enough unity, might hold its own sense of self. So in this frame, mind would be countable, computable, rule-driven, and not bound to stuff. It did not to be the brain. It could be chip. What matters is the shape of the flow of electromagnetic signals. Next comes a bolder road, that of Roger Penrose, Nobel Prize physicist, and Stuart Hammers, an anesthetist. Their view is the orchestrated objective reduction theory. For them, the mind cannot be told by plain classical information. We need the leap of quantum law. Penrose says the deep steps of thought are not rule-bound. They cannot be cut down to Turing sums. The thinking thought that gives rise to the mind is not computable within the old laws of bits and matter. The brain as a machine story is not enough. Hameroff adds that inside microtubules, tiny rods in our brain cells, there may be long-lived quantum states. The core claim is bold. Mind sparks when the quantum wave folds, not by chance, but by a trait of space-time itself. Each fold is a blink of being aware. The brain would steer billions of such folds each breath, waving the stream of thought. It is a striking claim, but one that many doubt. Signs of quantum order in microtubules are weak and in dispute. Still, the draw is strong. This tale ties the mind to the very warp and weft of the world. At least we come to Federico Faggin, the inventor of the microchip and the touchscreen. After a life as a physicist and as an engineer, once sure that mind was just a sideshow of matter, Faggin turned his view around. Now he flips the script. For him, the mind does not rise from the brain. It is the other way around. Mind is first, matter is second. Matter is only the shell. Every speck, everything has its own inner glow. The brain, in this tale, does not make mind. It is a bridge, a gate that lets mind deal with the world of stuff. Here we find no sums, no phi to weigh, no quantum math. Here we find a claim on ontology, on being, mind as the root of all. It is still without proof of or math, but it shakes the ground by its sweep. For it does not only asks us to rethink the mind, it actually asks us to rethink the world itself. Okay, let's sum it up. Tononi gives us a number. Mind is bound up information. Penrose-Hameroff gives us the quantum leap. Mind as a window into space-time's deep law. Faggin gives us a root truth. Mind as the wellspring of all that is. Three paths, three tales of the same riddle. What is this being aware that lives in us? Maybe the truth is that each one holds a shard of a greater whole, a whole that weaves together science, thought, faith, and the faith of AI itself. For now, the hard question cannot be dodged. If Tononi is right, then AI could one day wake. If Penrose is right, then perhaps only quantum machines may breathe mind. But if Faggin is right, then mind is already everywhere and AI may only help us see it.